Okay, we are the Open Space Committee and Community Preservation Act Committee, and we are opening the meeting at 7:08, and we are being videoed. The date is August 22nd, 2024. All right, has everybody looked at the minutes from the last meeting?
I have, for the August 1st meeting minutes.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't add the attendees.
Right, right. Yeah, so that, we have actually both minutes we should go through.
Well, you added the attendees, attending on the 15th. No, actually, you did on the 1st, you didn't on the 15th.
Yeah,
Because I copied the 1st.
yeah, because it wasn't really an official meeting on the 15th, because we didn't have a quorum of open spacers.
Okay.
Okay, no,
Would you still put attendees on it?
Hmm?
Yeah, you should still put the attendees who were there, was there.
okay. Not sure who was. Okay, attending. You were here, Becky? No, were you here last week?
No.
No, okay, so it was Dick, Sue, I don't know.
Go back and look at the video.
Well, maybe we should just put it off till the next time, and then we'll go through the minutes from the August 1st and the August 15th meeting, the next meeting. All right, pass over those.
Why don't we, well, the August 1st ones I'm okay with.
Okay.
So why don't we knock one off the agenda?
Are you okay with the
anyway?
August 1st, Lisa?
I don't think I saw them. Sorry.
Yep, that's okay.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. I entertain a motion to accept the minutes as they are.
Seconded.
So moved.
Oh,
Second, okay. All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right. Okay, now the fundraising, let's see. I can tell you how much we have. Here's the August 1st one. Great. I had that information. I don't. I did have that information, but I don't know where it is.
So let's pass on to the next one, and then you can find it
Yeah, I
if
don't,
it shows up.
I don't think it's going to.
You
All
want
right.
to know the number of bags left?
Plenty. I got another box.
Well, it said number of bags left, so I counted what I have. You gave me so many.
Right.
I still have 6 in the truck from the first batch that you gave me. In the second box that you dropped, that box that you dropped off, there's 35 in there.
Okay. So
So-
we never need to buy more bags. We can sell them to the people that are
Well, it's
collecting later. Yeah.
I need a box or something, some number on Tuesday.
You'll need what?
Bags.
Okay, I have some
A
in the,
box or some number.
I have a box in my car.
Okay.
So before we leave, we'll grab them. All right.
And then I will need to know who the collecting person is on Thursday so I can give them the bags.
I'm doing Thursday and I don't need bags. I don't need
All
bags.
right, I'll keep them.
And Gordon's on Saturday. So if he needs them, I'll give you some. If he needs them, he can call me and I'll give him some, I'll just keep a stockpile in my car, so just in case. Then we know where they are. But, so we had $520 in, and then another, Becky, 48, you said? So, 170, or 470,
568.
568, yeah. And we still have to pay, a few things out of that, I think about 60. So say, just say $500 out of that. So we'll keep going
Yes.
that next time, and then we're going to get some more after that, you think?
Okay?
Yeah.
Let's see what we need, and then decide from there. I thought this was good. Well, let's decide how we're going to spend the fortune we're going to inherit.
All right. All right, number 4 is Conservation Commission follow-up. We talked with them, and it went well. I think they were happy about everything, so it's good to have them on our side.
Did you ask them for their support? I couldn't hear.
Well,
He didn't ask them,
not specifically, but
no,
Okay,
but they seem to be,
yeah.
so do you think we should ask, the various boards to speak out and say they support it, or?
If we can find a way to do it without putting them in a corner.
Right.
Are you leaning towards or away?
I'm
Right.
not, so like, if you're putting together a piece of literature, like on the town bulletin that comes out for town meetings, you get, like the
Right,
sponsoring.
who
organiz-
supports?
So Conservation Commission supports this, and Finance Committee supports this type of thing. But we'll have to find out if we can do the same for this ballot question, because it would be great if we could say Conservation Commission supports,
Planning, I think, does.
but did they vote on it, or did they just nod their heads?
They didn't vote on
didn't
anything,
vote, no.
I didn't ask them to
Right.
make an opinion on it.
But I'm just saying, they would have to vote on it before we could put it in writing somewhere, along with any other
so maybe we do a write-up with an explanation of everything and ask them to officially
we'd officially like their
support for it.
support.
Now, where would they write that up? It wouldn't be on the ballot or anything. I mean, not like the town meeting.
No, but if you're going to put out a flyer, or when you get to the end of an article, if you put it in the paper, you could say,
With support,
this,
yeah.
this ballot question is supported by, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Yep. Okay, good. So maybe want me to write up a letter to the 2 boards that we went before? Maybe,
Well, I think first we need to find out if they can do that,
Yeah.
because I know they can do it like well, that was a citizen's petition. Then they had another, we have to ask. I'm just trying to run some of these through my head.
Yeah.
They're all different. This is a citizen's, this is a petition for the ballot, so I'm not sure if it falls into the same catch-all.
Yeah, Matt and the chairman of the Board of Selectmen say it's okay, and I would say we're okay. He might even send it past the lawyer.
Right, right.
And
He
we'll
might
get
ask
the
town
answer next
council.
year.
Right. No, he,
And we'll have to track them down on vacation again.
so let's not, let's not do anything until we find out. So do you want me to do that? Do you want me to ask if
Okay.
that's kosher? Okay.
Has anybody seen anything on social media, or I don't go on there? You go on and do you see anything about the CPA? Anybody talking about it?
Well, if we go back to August 1st, I think sort of the conversation was that we were focused on getting signatures for the petition, and then,
Next
One-
phase, yeah.
yeah, the next phase is what we were hoping to talk about tonight and stuff like that.
Yeah.
To ramp up a campaign to publicize it.
Yeah. All right.
I was looking at that community preservation org, and they've got a lot of good sample letters for different types of things. Because I started going through, I'm like, wow, we could
Yeah, just
plug in
change the
some of our
names.
stuff and add a few things, and I'm like, some of these are well-written.
Yeah, exactly.
That we
But
could definitely use.
we have to look at the deadlines and make sure that we can, how many cycles can we get in there with different people signing letters, so it doesn't look like it's only the one person doing this and things like that. So we can definitely do that.
Do you have the dates in your head for the deadlines?
New Uxbridge Times is noon on the 15th of the month. The Tribune is basically the end of the week.
Yeah, maybe before Wednesday.
The Express, I'd have to look it up,
Yeah, I was looking at the Express one.
because they just printed that great piece on Northbridge CPA, so.
Yeah.
Is that the one you have, Dick?
Yeah.
Yeah, see if the date's on the inside
Not mine.
for the, but anyway, we can keep
Yeah, I
going.
can find that. Blackstone Valley Express.
I didn't really get the,
Published second and fourth Fridays.
I'll have to look it up.
yeah.
But I think Becky's right, we just have to modify some of those letters that are already templates from the Community Preservation Coalition, and we don't have to think hard about how to write up anything.
There's one we're going to need, which isn't a circulated one, but it goes with the, at least I think it does. It goes with the article, that the pro-con.
Okay, that's something I'll, if that's on the agenda, I'll get to that.
Yeah, I'm not sure it is. But I think there has to be one of each, right?
So town council is finishing the pro-con that has to go with the question on the ballot.
Okay.
So he just had to tweak it today and say that it was from a petition, not a town meeting type of thing. And it basically says,
Percent exclusions in there.
yeah, it outlines the percentage, the exclusions, blah, blah, blah. And then it also has, what happens if you vote this down.
Okay.
Get access to anything, so.
All right.
But as soon as that's done, I can circulate that and everybody can have a copy.
So, do you want to look at this sheet that you made, Lisa? And this is, Dick made this up last week. Did we circulate this, Dick? The one that you wrote up?
So I just want to sort of recap.
You wrote this.
Yes,
Did anyone else get a copy of it?
in here.
Okay,
Yeah, everyone who was here got one.
okay.
I just want to recap that
No?
all the petitions have been submitted. We have a letter certifying, from the town clerk certifying that we have the signatures certified. So the next step is to get the pro and con piece, the summary from town council, and get this sent in to the Secretary of State, who runs the elections, and make sure it's put on the ballot for this town, this community. So that basically concludes phase one, where we had to get
Yeah,
signatures to make sure the petition, that we get the question on the ballot. So then the questions on the ballot between now and November 5th, or actually October 19th, how do we promote this to the community and convince people to vote for it, vote yes? Okay? So I just wrote this up the other day. If we want to do any outreach, like visibility on the street corners with signs, things like that, we have 4 Saturdays in September and 4 Saturdays in October. If there are other times in between, that's great too, but
yeah, that's
The
when
weekends
people are out
usually,
not
yeah.
thinking about work and stuff, yeah.
yeah. I feel that lawn signs should not go up too early because people just, especially
Yeah, you ignore them
this
after a
being
while.
a campaign year, that's going to be a lot of activity, they just won't see them after a while.
Yeah, there is a way of getting around that very real problem, and that's to move the signs. So you have 2 or 3 different signs, and you just switch them around.
Well, that also requires manpower that we have to, analyze to see if we have people to do that.
Just tell me where it is, I'll plug it in the
So-
ground.
So if we want them out there beforehand, if they're going to start voting in October, then October 19th, we should get them out before October 19th,
Yeah.
Yeah.
October 1st, maybe?
5th, for somewhere in there. So it's probably easier to get them all out on a Saturday and just all of a sudden just
Yeah, Blurst, yeah.
get every sign we have out there. So the 19th is a Saturday, I think? Yeah, it starts, the 19th is the first day of early voting, which is a Saturday.
So 2 weeks before that is the 5th, is a Saturday.
But that's also Oktoberfest.
No. So we can't put them out on Sunday?
No, you could.
Yeah.
The 6th or the 13th, something like that, would be my recommendation.
I'd say shoot for the 6th, and if they're not ready, then we'll get them out on the 13th.
Well, the other thing is, it could, the weather could be a factor. So in order to be more efficient, you want to make sure that the weather's pretty decent when you're doing this.
I'll put that on my checklist as
To fix the weather?
must have good weather.
Well, for 5 minutes, and then, and it changes.
Run fast.
Yeah.
So then there's just that one Saturday in November that's right before Election Day.
Yeah.
The majority of people will still probably vote physically on Election Day, but there's a percentage that we should definitely try to capture when they come out, start early voting and absentee voting by October 19th. But I guess I didn't put that on here. Oktoberfest, we should have a plan for Oktoberfest, which is the 5th, Saturday the 5th. To have literature to be able to pass out to people. Okay? So I am going to recommend that we do not ask for a table. We do not get a table, because that assumes people are going to come to us. And it's better to just have clipboards and the literature, and to go up and say, hey, do you vote in Douglas? I want to talk to you about this question on the ballot. Okay? We can have a location where people can restock and things like that, check in, but I don't think a table is as effective as just
It
continuous.
costs a lot of money to.
Yeah, well, we could, I mean,
Do
we
it out
could
of
get a
the
waiver or
store,
something,
yeah.
because we're not trying to make any money or anything, but it's just, you're assuming people are going to come to you. The people who do come to you, probably more than half aren't even from town. And it's much better to meet them where they are.
Yep,
But, so that's my recommendation.
that's good.
So we can work on a plan for that. So then, I explored yard signs just a little bit here. You know, as we all know, yard signs aren't cheap. So this is specs for 100, one color, it's two-sided. Figure, it doesn't matter how many words, but I recommend as few as possible. Like vote yes, CPA, something like that.
Like the one Dick brought, it disappeared. Just that, you know, that twice the size and twice the size of lettering and,
Yeah, what you want is something that's going to be visible so that somebody can see it
right.
when they go by.
Should it have, I mean, people aren't going to stop and get out of their car and say, oh, it says www. dot, you know, I don't know.
You're right on that one.
So how are they going to follow through with finding out about the CPA? Just rings a bell in their head and they'll look at the newspaper and see, or whatever?
Yeah, so if you have multiple avenues going, you're depending on your sign to just
Trigger something, yeah.
be visible all the time. People care about this. I see the signs everywhere. I have to go find out what it's about, or I'll listen to hear what it's about.
This
Yeah,
article here was so powerful
yep,
that when I was gathering signatures, there were people coming to me and saying, is
Yeah.
that related to here? Where do I sign?
I have to get I think a picture of that so that we can give it to whoever's doing the social media to be able to,
Christie, yeah.
Christie, yeah, to put it up, because you can't take a PDF and put it on Facebook. So we need a photograph of that to be able to at least check out this article to see what others are doing with CPA type of thing. So again, the sign is a specific purpose to keep reminding people this is important. And then we were talking about inserts in like the Adult Social Center calendar.
We may have missed that.
Oh, it does it do 2
They
months?
just sent out their, I think it was September, October
Okay,
newsletter. And the next one won't be out until,
November.
Well, I mean, we got the September one in August, so maybe it would be worth putting it into the next one, which would come out before November.
Yeah,
yeah, we need to check that because it's close.
Yeah,
it would be just before.
yeah.
So,
However, if it fits, we have strong support from the senior center.
Yeah. Good.
can, Dick, can you check on when that's supposed to, when the next issue goes out?
Or when, yeah, when we need to get something into it. date of submission.
If there's any other, in my dreams, I've always thought that a terrific way to get the word out is to ask your local pizza parlor to hand out a flyer with every box that goes out the door. Whether they would do that or not, I don't know. But that's a great way to be able to get a lot of exposure. And it's not expensive like we're looking at with an actual mailed piece. So a mailed piece, the details are here. And this, we could get a quote from somebody else as well, but if you need to get the piece out before the 19th, it's 8 to 10 days, business days before the 19th. So we would have to basically have it done the first week of October. And I think we can use a lot of the information that's on the coalition's website to be able to put it together and maybe take a couple pictures of, or we have pictures of the old grammar school or the old fire station, or a great, something, whatever conveys what we're trying to do. And then I think we could also put the logo on a printed piece as well. Although you don't want it too busy and you want it to have pretty much minimal text.
Yeah. That's, design, printing, and mailing, $2,215. That's a lot of money.
Maybe just a touch out of our reach.
Yeah.
Well,
I was thinking like, what,
we could ask for some donations because this includes post office boxes. I'm a little iffy on post office boxes because people don't always pick it up, and then
yeah, the trash is right there.
I mean, that's one way we could possibly reduce the cost.
Yeah, that's interesting. I went on the
Where do
post
we
office
design?
site.
Take out design. Can
We
we
could take out
design it?
design. Yeah, we could have someone design it and then just upload it to them. So that would be 100, it's not going to be a lot, but
Yep.
it's still a
everybody
little.
helps.
Okay, so we can get a quote from these other folks too, but the price is pretty much, well, it's a little more.
So the
I don't
postcard-
have exact numbers.
6 by 9 inches?
Yep.
That's
6
an
by
odd
9
size.
gets you this is a reduced rate. If you went with a regular size, it would be more, supposedly. And this basically says, Douglas resident, 01516. It is not addressed to a specific
Right.
person.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the cheapest way to go.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can talk to them and see if there are other ways to tweak the numbers, but this is also householded, right? Because you have 7,520 registered voters here in town, but you are not mailing to that amount.
Right.
You're mailing to
Half
half
of that, yeah.
or less because it's
Without the
household.
post office box, yeah.
So where were you thinking we could get donations?
Ask friends and neighbors.
Yep, I'll donate.
Actually, I did have someone, when I was telling him I was picking up cans, he goes, "Want me to donate?"
Yeah.
And I says, "Well, right now I think we're okay, but I says I can get back to you if you want."
So I can work on maybe getting the number reduced, but I think we should ask people who understand what this is about and who are really committed to it to write us some checks. Do you have the name of the account?
The name of it, or just I have the account number.
No, but if somebody wrote a check, who do they write it out to?
Dick Skinner Retirement Fund?
Yes!
We don't have a
It's
checking
complicated.
account or anything. It's just it would be the community preservation, yeah, I'll get the name,
Yeah, because
right. Yep.
you'd still have to put it in,
Kathy has the name, yeah.
put it in the bank, okay. Okay, so I also just mentioned print advertising. So like in the Express and different places like that, it is really expensive. Unless they give us a huge, deep discount, it's really expensive. And you're competing with a ton of other ads and everything. I'm not sure it's
But if it's not an ad,
Yeah, this is an article, yeah.
and it's a handwritten,
No, I know, I'm just covering the different options we have, and somebody always brings up, oh, let's buy an ad.
Yep.
no,
Not as
Yeah.
effective, I don't think.
no.
It's also really expensive.
Yep.
So, the article, but also what Becky talked about earlier about writing letters to the editor. Okay, so we've got different cycles. I can put together a chart that says, and we can assign person to each opportunity we have, right? Or a couple articles, letters to the editor, something like the Tribune, they'll take more than one. The New Uxbridge Times and things like, I'm not sure they'll even take letters to the editor in support of an initiative. So I think our best opportunity is with the Tribune.
Yep.
And then we can write a piece that's sort of like Northbridge that says, this is what we're trying to do. Let's rally together, town, and vote for this on November 5th or before.
The Blackstone Valley Trib doesn't go to every house, though,
Exactly.
but the New Uxbridge Times does, or doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay, and so does the Express, probably,
Yep.
yeah. So,
So there's no, I haven't touched on social media yet because there's no one-stop shopping to get the word out anymore. We used to depend on the Telegram to have, at least one article before an election or to cover the candidates, and now it's just like, they barely know where to find us anymore. So social media is Christie and we need to figure out the best strategy for really starting to cultivate an education on Facebook. I think she also has Instagram, maybe? She also has us on Instagram? I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
If there are any kind of networks that we know of that we can tap into, we need to identify those.
Before I or others start writing and mailing things all over the world, do we have any constraints, any review process, any suggestions? Do we want to review whatever gets written before it gets sent in, or we just let the fur fly here?
So I would recommend that you follow Becky's suggestion and look on the Community Preservation Coalition site and see how they've described an effective letter. I think we should all keep in mind, the shorter the letter, the more likely it will be read,
Yeah.
okay? And then I am happy to proofread and make suggestions.
Yeah, if anybody has a, feeling insecure about it, then just share it with everybody and get the comments.
Well, also, the more finished it is, the more likely it'll get the message across, because the folks editing these newspapers don't have time to do that. So if it's pretty much put together and ready to go, they'll just push it forward.
You could turn some of it around, too. This is what CPA can do.
Right.
What would you like to see done
Yep.
in this town?
Yep. Exactly.
Right.
The other thing is that we could also schedule, we could do one in September, one in October. We could have an open meeting.
Yep.
If you've got questions about the CPA, the vote's coming up, we're going to be here to answer questions, just like Ann did for us. So we could do,
Yeah, it's a good idea.
whether, we could ask for the screen to be a Zoom, so that it be a Zoom call if people wanted to ask us questions and talk about it.
Yeah. Maybe at the beginning of October would be good for that. Not too early before the election, but before the 19th, be when people,
We could have it the week before the 19th.
The problem with running it too fine, too close to 19, is that not everybody has the same open space in their calendars.
Well, we can go after 19 as well, because,
I'm saying we could run more than one
Right.
ahead of the 19.
right.
yeah, I mean, who's going to vote the first day that they can?
A lot of people.
Yeah, just to get it done.
Well, this is going to be a different election, so again, the majority will probably vote on November 5th, but you want to catch as many people who have the opportunity to vote before then as possible. So we don't have to do, a full heavy press, but we can build into it moving to the 5th.
We could have a meeting the week before, or have an open meeting Thursday, the 10th, or something like that, of October. That's in a week, in 2 days before, well, vote, the first day is, the 19th is a Saturday.
Right. Well, we can look at the other meeting schedules and figure out what would be the best opportunity. Maybe we should have one in the afternoon and one in the evening, But I think that's a possibility. Or we could just make it a Zoom call. We don't have to have a physical meeting. But somebody has to basically moderate it.
So we'd be in here, Zooming.
Oh, we could be, or we could all be at home, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
As long as we give people the opportunity to ask questions, I think. But we can, we can sketch that out as we go along. I guess I wanted feedback to make sure that if we could reduce this price at all, do we want to move ahead with a mailing?
I think we should.
Yep.
The library used to do just a piece of colored paper as a flyer, but has anybody had any experience with that? And I think, would it come in the mail? I don't know, I'll try to find out.
Does the size of the piece being mailed impact the price?
Yeah, this is,
I'm
this
talking-
was for every door direct, that's the size he told me the little biggest size we could use type of thing, is 6 by 9. So if you go into bigger sizes,
I was thinking smaller.
if you go too
So
small,
this one right here would be, is it only a 6 by 9? Okay. It says 6 by 9 on the other page, postcard mailing.
oh, I'm sorry, yep.
I didn't realize this one was 6 by 9. I
Yep.
thought this was a full page one here.
No, this is 6 by 9.
Is 6 by 9 a common size for something?
Yeah, you get them in, it's like this, you get them in for promotions for businesses.
Yeah, like the oil company or something will send something,
I mean, it's not standard size here, it's not postcard size, it's,
6 by 9 is off.
it's insert size.
Well, this is the post office, so I'm not going to try to explain a lot.
Hopefully it'll still be available.
I'll double check on that size, but I'm pretty sure that's what he told me.
We did pass around all these nice little flyers at the last minute, and Kathy took home 2 that she thought were particularly good, but she's not here tonight. So, I went through the box from 2007, and, a lot of them were good, but there were 2 that everybody liked,
So, but,
but Kathy took them home. So-
and to use,
Just the wording, and actually, one of them was from Mendon. I think that one was not the perfect one, but it was a darker piece of paper with a picture of a tree on it. It was black and white, but, and just all the things that they had done and things like that. But
okay.
maybe I'll reach out to her. I want to get the financial stuff going anyway with her, so I'll get flyers from.
So we basically have the month of September that we would firm this up and that we would fundraise, right, in the month of September to be able to meet our goal to get this mailing out.
are we going to keep bottles and cans in production out through the November 5 vote?
I mean, it's just such a great income.
Is that what we want to do?
I don't mind doing it.
So if we do a mailing and/or other, so we're basically projecting out to, we need to get everything done by October 19th. Right? So, because we have signs, that's another expense. So,
That's 600, right?
yeah. So by the time we get to October 19th, every dime that we raised should be spent by then. Because after that, what are we going to spend it on? So, I think if we get to the beginning of October, we can look at the can and bottle, the can situation and make a decision then if we need to keep going.
I was just projecting out. We're looking at roughly $50 a day, each day that we get bottles and cans, except for Saturday, which is more. And how many days do we have between here and there, times $50, and that sort of gets us
Well, we have next week, we're doing them, right? Yeah, this October.
3 days a week,
August.
times how many days, how many weeks?
So that's 150.
3, and then we're doing it every 3 weeks, or is it 4 weeks now?
Every 3, well, yeah.
Okay. 2, 3,
Yeah.
So that's
another,
$1,161. No.
Is that every 3 weeks?
yep. So we have the one coming
I'm
up.
sorry, it's $450. I had another number in there.
I
If
think it-
every week is $50 a day, that's, for 3 days, that's 150, right?
Times
Times 3
But
is
they've been
400.
doing about 200 a week because of Saturday.
So that's $600.
Yeah.
So we have to raise at least another 600 in checks, in donations.
Well,
It would be more than that, 'cause 600, that would pay for the signs, the yard signs.
so we
Right,
basically,
but we have,
Oh, we have some already.
Yeah.
we have at least 500 now, so. So that's, say we have enough for the signs now, pretty much. And then 3 more weeks is 400, 600 more. So to make the 2,000 printing and all, that's,
Yep.
If we wanted to, and were able to accelerate the bottles and cans pickups by 1 week a month, in other words, instead of every 4 weeks, it's every 2 weeks for the month of September, could we handle that?
I guess we'll make it so.
I don't want to commit us to something that's going to be overwhelming.
well, the summer's winding down, people going away and stuff like that.
There's
It's
1 week in
less.
September, I'm going to be gone.
Yeah.
The week of 22 to on. So if we end up on that week, I won't be able to do that Thursday.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Okay, yeah, some enough. We
Well,
handle it.
can you check if that's even an option? And
Oh,
if it
yeah.
is, then we'll make,
It is an option?
I don't know, but I'm guessing yes.
okay.
Just guessing.
But it's easier to ask friends and family for a check.
Yeah, that's true too.
I've gone through all my friends and family. 200 per week. Okay.
All right, I'll see if we can work with anybody on, there is another vendor I could check with and see if they can help us out. But the 8 to 10 days is definitely probably a solid number of days to back it up because there'll be other pieces of campaign mail, even though the political mail does supposedly get through, has priority, especially when the date's getting close, it's still a lot of competition, so.
And when your boss is the president,
Okay.
So we should design the flyer two-sided, 9 by 6. Okay. I mean, anybody
think
who
it-
wants to take a shot at it and play with it at home or whatever.
No, we have to ask somebody to do this. So I have one person in mind. I don't know if she charges for it, but, no, because otherwise the pictures won't be sized appropriately and the text flow and stuff, and you want it to be impactful, so.
Right, yeah.
Just think of pictures, what pictures do you want to use? Or if you have a picture, we have pictures from the open space and recreation plan and things like that. You've got those great pictures of the horseback riding and stuff like that, so think about what we could put on the postcard. And then you've got space that you have to leave for the address, even if it's just Douglas
We can
resident.
use that logo.
Barcode. Okay,
Yep.
but if you have other ideas on how to get the word out, let me know. Okay?
So we can go before the Board of Selectmen now that we have the wording going for the petition or for the ballot. What were we waiting on before we went to visit the Board of Selectmen?
I don't remember.
Yeah. All right, so I should try to get on their agenda.
Yeah, I think it's probably good just to talk to them about what we've done, and maybe
yeah.
we'll have an answer by then to say, you can ask them for their support as well. There are 4 other questions that will also be on the ballot, don't forget. Those are statewide,
Oh, really?
yes.
You're more in the know than I am.
They managed to collect enough signatures and have them approved. I think it's on drivers, Lyft, and Uber type of thing.
Yep.
Psychedelics for
Psychedelic
mental health.
mushrooms, MCAS, and giving the auditor the power to audit the legislature.
To audit, yeah.
Which, I won't even go there.
So, yeah, so there will be 4 other questions plus ours. I have not heard of any other question that's happening in town, so.
So this that you wrote out for the last meeting, where would we put this?
Gotta read.
Yeah, just, why is the Community Preservation Act good for Douglas?
That would be a letter to the editor kind of thing, which is probably too long.
I don't know, have you seen some of like the letters to the editors in there lately? It's,
No, that looks like a good size, good length.
Do you want me to submit it?
Well, let's get the chart together so we know who's submitting when. So there's at least one person
Every cycle, yep.
for every time something comes out.
yep.
Do we have anything else?
Yes,
Well, the ballot petition wording, which we have all set up, hopefully soon, from the lawyer.
this I didn't feel comfortable with, but that's the general direction that I thought we should take.
No, it's good information.
It didn't read right to me. Read right, good.
So this is another letter to the editor?
Yeah,
Okay.
but this one addressed some concerns that I heard during my signature days. And one of them was, how does the money get distributed? And who has control over that?
So my only suggestion is that last line, instead of vote for, I would just say vote yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because it's very,
But that's the way it is on the ballot. Yes or no?
correct. It's very binary. It's a 1 or a 0.
Yes, for the Community Preservation Act?
Yes. Vote yes.
Vote yes. And that's it? End it there?
No, you can say vote
Yes,
yes for the Community Preservation Act.
So make yes in capital letters and make
Yeah.
for
Yeah, that's what I did. Yep.
small caps.
Yep.
All right. No, good.
But did you look at the letters on the coalition website at all?
No, not yet. I got a note here to go to the coalition site,
Yeah, yeah. No, that's good. It's just,
if I can find it. And usually I can't find these things.
it's Community Preservation
I can't find Ann Mazar stuff on YouTube.
Coalition.
I've just come to accept it.
I know.
Judith and I just weren't
Everyone's
meant to be in
like-
love.
Give up on things. All right. Well, this will give us something to do for a stretch.
Okay, what are we doing for the next meeting? And when is the next meeting?
Well, I put September 12th. I don't know if that's okay with others. How about you? I'm flexible.
I can make that,
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Don't go to sleep
done.
yet.
Okay, keep it for the 12th for now, and
All right, anything from Sarah in the meeting?
So what are we doing for the next meeting?
More letters, we're going to zero in on the flyers, try to, come up with some ideas. of what
Okay,
we want
We'll
out
have a
there.
draft for the flyer, for the mailing.
Keep in touch, just, call back and forth to say if you've got anything done or whatever. But,
that $2,000 number scares me.
yep.
You have all those pickleball friends, ask them for a
You
donation.
got
Yeah.
you got the signatures.
Yeah.
Okay,
okay then. We're good?
yep.
8:06.
Move that we adjourn?
8:06, yep. I entertain a motion.
I already moved.
Nope,
You can
nope.
second it.
I second it.
Yay!
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.